Headphones on, butts in seats, headphones on. Here we go. Hey, welcome to the JB and Sandy Show, wherever you are, however you're listening. Thanks for being with us. My name is Sandy. This is my buddy JB.
Hello.
And Trisha is here too.
Hi, everybody.
She just keeps coming back, JB. Just
Y'all haven't said get on. Y'all haven't said that yet, so I'm back every day.
And when do you leave town? You'll be doing the show from Dallas on Friday, right?
Yes, on Friday. I leave Thursday afternoon, Thursday lunchtime.
Why don't you do the show from Dallas on Thursday too? Leave Wednesday.
No, you're just trying to get me to leave earlier and be gone longer.
What's the occasion? What's going on in Dallas?
Going up to see some friends, and I'm going to be doing a little work for them on the side. So I'm going to start getting familiar with some of their processes. They build houses in South Dakota, and I have an interior design job on the side that I do. So I'm going to be helping them.
Nice.
Will you stop at Buc-ee's?
Oh, heck yeah, I'll stop at Buc-ee's. Would you actually let me drive past not one, but two Buc-ee's now between Austin and Dallas and not stop and get you those praline pecans and cherry sours, Sandy?
Oh, I would like it if you did, because that's my go-to. They got,
That's your Buc-ee's go-to?
Yeah, the praline pecans and the cherry sours.
Yeah.
And man, my go-to, it's the same for Aaron too. We always are on the same page. It's either the sausage on a stick,
Yeah.
or it's funny to say that, isn't it? Huh? You want to go get a sausage on a stick? Or their chopped beef sandwich.
Yeah.
Oh, they're monster chopped beef sandwiches.
So good.
Very good.
Yeah.
So,
and don't sleep on the beaver nuggets. I just recently discovered those. Those things are addicting.
Your story you love coming up in just a little bit has to do with Buc-ee's, right?
Oh, yeah. It's about
All right.
Buc-ee's. Buc-ee's
We'll
is
get into
having a
that.
glow up.
Question for you guys. JB, are you a latest and greatest person? Do you go out and get the latest and greatest? In this case, I'll use the iPhone as the example. You know, the new one is out, and they're paying, it's about $635 on average. On average, you can go a lot more than that for the iPhone 17. But are you a latest and greatest person?
No, I used to be, not so much anymore. And I feel like they've gotten, well, using the iPhone as an example, I feel like they're quick to release, just to do another release. It doesn't have that many new features.
Right.
It's not worth it.
Yeah.
So I tend to hang on to them a few years at least.
An interesting update on the iPhone, and I just discovered this yesterday, so if you know about it, forgive me, but you can now pause a video that you're recording. Let's say you're recording something, you're just going to hit pause, it'll stop, and then hit start again, and it'll pick up where you left off. They're really catering that for the TikTok makers. You know what I mean? It just makes their life a little bit easier. The average person, go ahead, Jimmy.
Say I used to be like the latest and greatest.
Yeah, I feel like back in the day, you were the first one to get the new things and try them out.
Always, like before Apple, the Palm Pilot. You remember that?
Oh yeah,
I had that. I had an MP3 player before Apple made one.
Really?
Wow.
It was called the Rio.
It had like 6 songs. Dell made that. Dell made the jukebox.
That was later.
They sent us one, remember? They sent us each one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
6 songs, that's it?
I think it had, 6 or 8 songs, depending on the length of them. But then you could add a memory card to it.
Yeah.
And
they were heavy and they were big. It's crazy. The average person holds on to their iPhone for 2 years and 5 months. Which is kind of crazy, right?
Yeah, I definitely keep it longer than that.
Yeah.
I'm always out of contract.
Trisha always reminds me when I'm eligible for an update. And
Upgrade.
Most often I'm like, upgrade. And I don't care. Like,
Well,
I'm cool with what I have.
I normally don't start reminding you that you're eligible for an upgrade until I think on your last phone, the entire back of it, not the screen, but the whole back was cracked and busted.
But it didn't bother me.
You guys know anybody who always gets the new one and gives their spouse the hand-me-down?
Yeah, me. But I get the hand-me-down. I get the hand-me-down.
Incorrect. You're lying to these nice people.
But if it wasn't for Trisha, I would not be an iPhone person, I don't think. She had one before I did, and I liked it. And she was, because you were working for Singular or somebody at the time?
Yeah, and I had a BlackBerry. But the reason I got an iPhone, I got it when I was pregnant with our daughter because the big thing was all the photos and the amazing camera. And I was like, I'm about to take a lot of photos of this baby. So I got an iPhone and loved it.
They're not really selling a whole bunch of the new iPhones by past standards. The new iPhone 17 price tag of $799 to $1,199 on launch day when it first came out, and people are kind of reluctant to splurge on the new iPhone.
Yeah, it seems like people used to camp out to get them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're
But
so
also,
excited.
you know how thin it is? This new one is so thin. I feel like...
is that what the big selling point is? It's thinner?
Yeah, very thin. I
Ah.
feel like the first time I put it in my back pocket and sit down, that's it. I feel like I just don't see... It just doesn't look durable.
I just told this story last week, JB, and it's one of the hardest times you ever made me laugh. And I don't know if you remember this, because it fits right in with gadgets. So years ago, there was a place called Sharper Image. And they sold all the greatest stuff.
Yeah.
And JB had this little voice recorder. It was super cool. It was black, and you just pushed a button.
It was a
and
memo. It was memo something.
Right, but it wasn't a cassette tape. It was digital. It was super cool.
It was basically a hard drive of voice memos.
Exactly. So JB and I are out driving somewhere. I think we're like on Ranch Road 12 near Wimberley, or between San Marcos and Wimberley. I don't know what we're doing. We're just driving along. I'm driving. JB's in the passenger seat. We hadn't said anything, as dudes do, for like 5 minutes or so. All of a sudden, JB reaches into his pocket and he pulls out his little voice recorder. Hits the button, it goes beep, beep. And JB says, mile marker 65, Ranch Road 12. Great place to dispose of body.
And then put it back in his pocket.
And then put it back in his pocket.
Yeah, you probably not anymore. It's all developed down there on Ranch Road 12.
Yeah, if we'd have gotten rid of a body out there, they'd have found it.
They'd have found it by now.
We'd be moving it again. Trisha's got the story we love. Buc-ee's is now a big stop for bachelorette parties. Get the details next.
1031austin.com.
Buc-ee's now a destination for bachelorettes. Trisha's got the details and the story we love in just a minute. Stay with us, friends. We're going to talk to an old friend of ours. Patrick Stanger is his name. We worked with Patrick for years, and he is a big shot when it comes to haunted houses and Halloween. And he's got a new haunted house near Bastrop that he's going to tell us all about. And I'm excited to talk to Patrick because this year I'm going to try to tag along with my daughter and some of her friends to go to the haunted house this year. And Trisha swears that Landry will not go in.
If you were to take Landry, our daughter, and a bunch of her friends to the haunted house, tell them you were going to go through with them, but then at the entrance say, I'm not going to go in, nobody would go in. They will be all over you. You would have to go through it with them. I don't think they could do it alone.
Well, we're going to find out. Stick around. We're going to talk to Patrick about his new haunted house near Bastrop in just a little bit.
The stories we love.
Austin has for a very long time been one of the hottest bachelorette party destination cities. We always have the woo-woo girls, right?
I see it. I see it every weekend.
All the time.
I live near South Congress, and I just see those buffoons every
buffoons. Well, we might be able to get a little bit of a reprieve from them because move over bachelorettes, and now it's time for the Buc-lerettes. The Buc-ee's bachelorettes are called the Buc-lerettes. Buc-ee's is becoming a huge destination for bridal parties to go on their bachelorette parties. And they have sashes. There's a bunch of photos of women, brides with sashes that say a Buc-ee's bride and holding and wearing all things covered in Buc-ee's. And they go on huge shopping sprees in groups in Buc-ee's stores. And that is their destination for their bachelorette party.
That's it. It's not like on the way, like a stop in and then make their way to Austin from Dallas.
I would imagine it's probably on the way to someplace else. I don't think any bride would be happy with like a 1 hour bachelorette party, but it's for sure one of the main destinations in the whole weekend.
That's cool. It makes, if you're doing a little roadie from Dallas to Austin, right? That's a great stop on your trip for your bachelorette party.
Yeah, get some silly hats. That seems to be the thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Covered in all things Buc-ee's.
I have a question about a bachelorette party, Trisha. Is it bad form for one of the girls that's not the bride, that's on the bachelorette party, to hook up with a dude on the bachelorette weekend?
No. I feel like it's not a true bachelorette party, but that doesn't happen.
Until you wake up in your Airbnb and some strange guy comes walking out and goes, "Where's the coffee?"
It was a pretty regular occurrence with me and my group of friends. I'll just say that. It would have been weird if it hadn't happened.
Somebody was bringing a dude home?
Yeah. And if you think real hard, you probably know what person I'm talking about.
I think
Oh,
it
so
happens more often, not just at bachelorette parties, but married women going on girls' trips. I think it happens more often than we each realize.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know about that.
Mhm.
Definitely at weddings. Bridesmaids hooking up,
Yeah.
that kind of thing. Absolutely. But this story, this bachelorette party, this Buc-lerette party reminded me of our daughter's 16th birthday party, where all she wanted to do was she and her friends go to Buc-ee's for her party. So we put them in a stretch limo and they drove out to, I think, Bastrop. And they were there for about an hour and a half running around and came home. That was her birthday party.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah, they had a blast.
It was.
Who doesn't love a Buc-ee's?
Right.
Right.
We were the helicopter pilots that were following helicopter parents, that was following the limo the whole time.
Right.
Right.
Well, she wanted us to go. I didn't think we were going to go. And then she was like, wait a minute, you're not going to be there? And I was like, I didn't think you'd want us to go. She was like, no, I want y'all to go. So we just drove along behind the limo. They had a karaoke machine inside the limousine. That poor limo driver. We could hear it in the car behind.
Anyone know any of the history of Buc-ee's? Like, when was Buc-ee's born? Where was it born? How did this happen? I mean, I don't even know how old Buc-ee's is. Does anyone know who the first one was?
I mean, I saw a thing on Instagram. I don't have it in front of me. I mean, it was a normal convenience store first before it became the mega thing. I think it's from down near Houston.
Yeah.
And then I remember when I first heard about it, and I think that might have been in the 80s. But you didn't hear about a Buc-ee's until what, 20 years ago, 15 years ago?
I would say.
And their big hook, though, if you remember, was the super clean bathrooms.
Yeah.
They have people cleaning the bathrooms all the time. And it was genius. That was the hook for mom to stop. Guys don't care typically what a bathroom's like, but so if mom makes the decision we're stopping at Buc-ee's because she wants to go into the clean bathroom, that means the whole family's going in.
Yep, that means you're going to drive the 173 miles. The sign just told you that the distance is to the next Buc-ee's, right?
Incredible how much of a heads up they give you.
But then it's a fun experience too, and you want to stop there, even though it adds an hour to your trip to Houston or Dallas.
An hour and so much money. Not the cheapest place to stop, but totally worth it. The bathrooms are still ridiculously clean. They're gigantic. And they also have artwork for sale on the walls in the bathroom. I think that's amazing.
Some of it's cool. Some of it's pretty cool.
It's very cool. But
have your bachelorette party at Buc-ee's. Stick around. Coming up next, we're going to talk to our friend Patrick Stanger. He's got a big haunted house in Bastrop. It's amazing how hard they work on these things. I mean, they work all year long for this season. It's their Super Bowl. Patrick's a good guy, longtime friend. Stay with us. We're going to talk to him next.
Need extra cash in your life?
The $1,000 payday is back this morning at 9. 103.1, Austin's 80s station.